In this session, you'll learn what types of boating activities require recreational vessels to be equipped with Coast Guard-approved visual distress signals.
You'll learn which kinds of vessels are not required to carry day signals, but must carry night signals when operating from sunset to sunrise.
And you'll learn about different types of visual distress signals, including pyrotechnic flares, pistols, flags, mirrors, and strobe lights.
Plus, the number and type of signaling devices that are required and pointers for safely transporting and deploying them aboard your boat.
What problems are we trying to avoid? Operating a boat in coastal waters, the Great Lakes, territorial seas, or waters connected to them, up to a point where a body of water is less than 2 miles wide without proper Coast Guard-approved signaling devices.
If pyrotechnic devices are selected, failing to carry the required minimum number and types of devices aboard your boat. Carrying pyrotechnic devices after their expiration date has expired. Not storing pyrotechnic devices in a cool, dry location.
If non-pyrotechnic devices are selected, not ensuring that they are in serviceable condition, readily accessible, and certified by the manufacturer as complying with Coast Guard requirements.
Displaying a visual distress signal on the water when assistance is not required to prevent danger to persons on board a vessel.
Improperly or unsafely using a visual distress signaling device, causing danger to yourself or others. So, how do we do it right?
First, know the regulations that require vessels operating on U.S. coastal waters, the Great Lakes, and territorial seas, as well as those waters connected directly up to a point where the waterway is less than 2 nautical miles wide, to be equipped with U.S. Coast Guard-approved visual distress signals.
The following vessels are not required to carry day signals, but must carry night signals when operating from sunset to sunrise. Recreational boats less than 16 feet in length. Boats participating in organized events such as races, regattas, or marine parades. Open sailboats less than 26 feet in length not equipped with propulsion machinery. And manually propelled boats.
Pyrotechnic visual distress signals must be Coast Guard approved, in working condition, and readily accessible.
They are also marked with a date showing the service life, which must not have expired. If pyrotechnic devices are selected, a minimum of 3 are required. That is, 3 signals for day use and 3 signals for night. Some pyrotechnic signals meet both day and night requirements, such as red handheld flares, red parachute flares, and combination smoke and flare signals. Pyrotechnic devices should be stored in a cool, dry place. A red or orange watertight container prominently marked distress signals is recommended. Some pyrotechnic signals meet only day-use requirements, such as orange smoke, handheld, or floating.
Non-pyrotechnic visual distress signals must be in serviceable condition, readily accessible, and certified by the manufacturer as complying with U.S. Coast Guard requirements. They include orange distress flags and electronic distress lights. The distress flag is a day signal only. It must measure at least 3 by 3 feet with a solid black square and circle on an orange background. It is most visible when attached and waved on a paddle or boat hook or flown from a mast. The electronic distress light is acceptable for night use only and must automatically flash the international SOS distress signal ...
Regulations prohibit display of visual distress signals on the water under any circumstances, except when assistance is required to prevent immediate or potential danger to persons on board a vessel.
Each distress signal has distinct advantages and disadvantages, and no single device is ideal under all conditions or suitable for all purposes. Pyrotechnics are excellent in many circumstances, but there is potential danger for injury and property damage if not properly handled. These devices produce a very hot flame, and the residue can cause painful burns and ignite flammable material. Therefore, these devices should be held away from the user's head and body, over the side of the boat, and in such a way that hot slag cannot drip on the hand.
Pistol-launched and handheld parachute flares and meteors have many characteristics of a firearm and must be handled with caution. In some states, they are considered a firearm and prohibited from use. Whenever a pistol or handheld rocket-propelled distress signal is used, the wind must be taken into account. In calm winds, keep your arm at approximately 60 degrees above the horizon with the wind at your back when firing the device. As the wind strengthens, increase the angle of the arm up to but no more than about 80 degrees. No pyrotechnic device should be fired straight up or in such a direction that it may land on your boat or another boat or on shore and cause a fire.
With practice, you'll be prepared for potentially life-threatening situations on the water and respond with the proper choice of visual distress signal.